Hello, I'm Joe Feldman, and I'm posting this video in response to your interest in my proposed research on cultural diets and their impact on our health. First and foremost, I would like to extend my gratitude to you at NIH for expressing an interest in my research, but I would like to stress the importance of taking that next step in funding this research. I hope you find it as important as I do. In your request for proposal, you expressed a need for research that improves the conceptualization and measurement of culture in the context of health. I feel that with your help, we would be able to accomplish both by developing new methods and helping to create new ideas in this field of research. Let me tell you how. Culture, as defined by the Health and Human Resources Department at NIH, is defined as the set of practices and beliefs shared within a population. These practices can be how people dress, the music they listen to, their religious beliefs, how they spend their free time, and for the purposes of this study, the types of foods that they eat. Now, many people are blind to how these practices can positively or negatively affect their health because it's how they were raised. It's all they've ever known. They have nothing to compare it to. And it's for that reason that I feel that this study is of very high importance. Although it would be really cool and interesting to, test the impact of how people dress on their health or the types of music they listen to, I just don't think that currently it's possible. That's why I would like to focus mainly on certain diets that are associated with specific cultures. As you can tell by over here, I've listed 4 factors that can be easily measured and quantified by changing one's diet. You can measure their weight, of course, their cholesterol, blood pressure, and stamina, all by running basic tests. So now I'd like to briefly go over my approach at this study, which you've already read in my application, but just to reiterate, I'd like to test how the diets of different cultures affect an individual's health over a period of 6 months. The specific cultures that we're talking about here are the vegan cultures, the Orthodox Jewish cultures, and the cultures of the southern United States, all of which have very specific diets that are associated with them. I'd like to run various medical tests that can be measured before, once a month during the 6-month trial, and then after the 6-month trial has been completed. And based on these tests, I'd like to graph the data and analyze the changes that were made. If you look here, we have a hypothetical situation, but it can be quite eye-opening. This shows the changes in cholesterol that may take place between the specific cultures over a period of 6 months. We see here that all 3 cultures start at the same cholesterol, and then based on the diets that they adhere to, we see changes either positively or negative changes in cholesterol based on the diet. As I mentioned before, people are blinded to how their practices can affect their health, and seeing something like this can be, like I said, real eye-opening to the cultures involved. For example, we have here the southern United States showing a very high increase after a period of 6 months in their cholesterol, and someone who previously thought that nothing was wrong with the way they ate based on the fact that they were raised that way might look at this and realize that they're actually living an unhealthy lifestyle. So after giving you my reasons for wanting to do this research and my approach at it, I think it's really a win-win situation here. The research itself is very simple. I mean, the procedures and the tests are very manageable, and more importantly, manageable within a very small time frame. This study presents only minor problems as I see them. The biggest one being that we would have to rely on the participants' honesty when verifying the fact that they've been sticking to their specific diets. And as we both know, that's not really a component of science, but rather trust. Even so, I still believe it's an obstacle that can be easily overcome. So what would be the result of you funding this research? I think that in doing so, you would help to develop a more precise measurement of the relationships between culture and health. I think that we would develop better concepts regarding research that is geared towards social behaviors and how they affect our health as well. And I also think that we'd be developing a reliable source for future studies based on the results of this study and how it affects people and the field itself. Scientists will be able to conduct further research and more studies that will be just as beneficial to the field. Most importantly, I feel that we would be providing a tool for bettering our health. I hope you're convinced. I thank you for your time. I thank you for your patience, and I look forward to working with you. Thank you.